Good Saturday morning, neighbors. I talk quite a bit about programs and projects because that was one of my roles within my career. Programs and project design and management. Now, this isn't the actual work, although I've done that. This is engineering the work. This is trying to create processes for the workflow to be able to get a quality product out and the requirements along that process. Specifically, this is software development processes integrated into a large organization. Now, this matters because technology-wise, electronics, computer-wise, you're trying to manage in just one country, let alone all the rest that your industry is in, that your business is in, where you have to roll this out to, what language considerations you have to have. So out of this is a project and program management methodologies. These are fundamental parts of business, big business, top business. There is usually a program that resides over a product program, let's say building a new facility, brand new facility, all new whiz-bang stuff, or is the best you can afford at the time or the best you want to pay for at the time. Project and program management. So inside of this, it was a few years' effort. We developed, you got to be a software nerd to catch this one, but capability maturity model in software development, CMM. Now, if I said that word in another room, people would think of coordinate measuring machines, which was another field of endeavor in past history. So knowing the acronym and what it's applied to makes a difference in what you're hearing about the conversation. Anyway, project and program management. This is huge. This is very big. Out of our efforts and work came CMMA, an acquisition model for large corporations to contract with other companies for software development and what those other companies have to do and provide. So if you go and look at that model, CMM-A, and you've really no reason to unless you're a professional in this field. You won't see much of my writing style. But it's there. That was a huge, huge undertaking. A video in itself in a technology field, and someone else has probably done it inside of this very large process. In studying project program methodologies, there is something called a spiral development methodology. If you look at it, it looks like depending on how deep and close you look, it looks like a universe. As a project or program or the idea spins and gets built, small things start coming off of it. They might disappear in time, or they might have to stay running in time. You design a project and the funding and the spending based upon all of these little pieces and tidbits going on to put together something very large. These project and program methodologies are inside of, let's use the Vogtle plant, with now billions of dollars in cost overruns that will be paid for by ratepayers. Anybody that buys electricity from that consortium is going to pay for it, especially consumers, because industrial rates are different. The rates that massive company down the street pays is different. So corporations are not going to pay for Vogtle's overruns. These are fundamental process program design flaws. They get analyzed, critiqued, and reviewed, and preventive action reports made for it, and things turn yellow and red on dashboards at all levels of an organization. because that's how it works. This is what some of the people in some of those offices do. It's called engineering. Engineer can be a scientist. Engineer can be a technician. Engineer can be the clerk at the subway. It's a funny world out there. We can do better, I think. And no nukes, no boiling water. Boiling water is not a solution to the world's energy problems and our children's futures. Okay.